What's up, guys? It's October 20th. I'm hunting one of my evening spots. I'm out here trying to fill my doe tag. I'll show you the spot that I'm working with. So right off here to my left, I got one ravine. It actually starts pretty much right behind me. It gets really steep just a little ways down. And then over here, there's a tree line. And directly north of that, which is just off to the left, there's another steep ravine. So this is where two ravines actually come together at a 90-degree angle. Makes for a really nice natural pinch point. Any deer working the top of any of these ravines, they kind of run into it like a wall and then they get funneled over here. Right out in front of me I got some really tall CRP grass. Also have some mowed grass from hayfield up here. And I have another thick tree line on this side. And then back behind me, I don't know how much you can see it, but there's actually a really nice creek crossing right here. The creek looks like it's just about dry right now, but it's the start of that ravine that I first showed you. And they also work this pine ridge that's behind me and cross over here to come out into this field. I've typically seen a lot of good action in this spot in the evenings. Killed a nice buck out of here on opening day. So stay tuned, see if I can fill my doe tag. was going to drop, and it actually looked like it hit her pretty low. I don't know if she dropped or not. She was running away with the lighted knock sticking out of her. Looked like it got decent penetration, probably went in a good 8 to 10 inches. I'm hoping it was high enough to catch the lungs. When she got into the trees, she made a lot of noise. I didn't necessarily hear her crash, but she was smashing into a lot of stuff. I'm gonna watch the video back right now and see how the shot looked. Might have to give her some time. Alright, so I'm driving home. So what happened was about an hour before sunset, those 4 does came out. It was probably about 160 yards out into the field. They were working their way across the field. They weren't going to come anywhere near me. And something ended up spooking them back into the woods. They ran back into the woods and angled a little bit down towards me. Right at last shooting light, one of them came out and was at about 62 yards. I ranged it and had the camera on it real good. I thought it'd be really cool to get a long range kill shot with my bow. So I know I practice at long ranges. I practice all the way out to 80 yards and keep good groups, so I felt confident I could make the shot. I put my 60 pin right down on her brisket because I had a feeling that she was probably going to drop quite a bit. And she definitely did. She dropped a lot. Her chest almost hit the ground by the time the arrow hit her. And I must have dropped my bow hand a little bit at the shot because my shot also went a little bit lower than where I was aiming. It looks like it hit the deer low and far back. I got pretty good video of it. The Luminox shows a lot. So it definitely looks very low and far back on the video. But by the time the arrow got there, she was quartering away really, really hard. And she was ducked down so low that her opposite side was tipped a little bit lower than her close side. So even though it's really low, it's possible that that broadhead slid on top of the brisket. And because of the way she was quartering away, it's possible that it slid right along the bottom of the brisket and maybe took the heart or some lungs with it. I didn't even bother looking for any blood because I knew it was definitely a marginal shot. So I backed out, and I'm going to go home and put it on the big screen so I can hopefully see a little bit better and determine whether I'm going to go look in 4 or 5 hours or whether I'm going to go look in the morning. I think I'm just going to let it go all night and check. I'm going to go back while it's still dark out, so hopefully I can see my Luminox down in the ravine where she went. We'll see. As she was running away, she almost looked like she was a little bit wobbly. Maybe that was just me wishful thinking, but she didn't look like she was real healthy as she was running away. And also when she went into the woods, definitely heard a lot of crashing around. It didn't sound like she actually crashed and went down, but she was definitely making a lot of noise as she was running through, smashing into stuff. So hopefully I got something vital, and hopefully it makes for a really cool video of a long freaking shot. We'll see. I'll keep you posted.
We need like 500 feet rope.
Alright, here we are. We're tracking my deer. We've only gone, what would you say, maybe 100 yards?
No, more than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe 140, 150 yards. Very little blood. There's only a couple of specks. And I told him that once we got over to this ridge, we might be able to look down and see the lighted knock. And sure as shit, we look over the ridge, shut the lights off. I see the knock glowing. And we get close enough and I see our doe. So, even though that shot looked terrible, I had a feeling by how much she ducked down and angled away. No way! Look where it came out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just goes to show. That shot looked extremely low, and she ended up ducking a hell of a lot more than I thought. Nice job.
This is great.
Look at that. 63-yard kill shot with a bow. You can't beat it, man. That's awesome.
And you know
Freaking awesome.
how little blood she